Hey everyone, Armando with the Little Pitties, dog trainer over here. Today we're going to talk about recall training. Excuse all the dogs. They're cleaning out the barn, so they got the dogs in the 911 runs. But we're going to talk about recall training. I think recall is one of the best commands to train a dog. It's the most useful one because you're always going to need it. It's one of those commands that it's the most easiest to train. I'm going to tell you right now how to train it. It's so simple. It's not a hard thing to train. It's just you got to be consistent. So we're gonna use Diana over here. So Diana has struggled with engagement training. So we can get her to train in here, and then when we get her out, she like becomes more engaged with whatever's out there. Okay. So we're just gonna work a little bit on that, and a lot of that has to do with recall training. The tools we're gonna use today are treats. I brought several treats we're gonna be using. Um, and then once we step out into the parking lot right there, we'll probably switch over to a long 30-foot leash so you can see how it's done there. Um, so, so recall training, let's talk about it real quick. Recall training is basically saying, come here, whatever word you want to use. Then your dog stops what they're doing and they come to you. So a good example of this, maybe you're out in your front yard, your dog gets loose, and maybe they cross the street, and then you can say, Diana, come here, or come, and the dog comes. Or you can prevent them from crossing the street. Maybe they're about to cross the street. You say, Diana, come, and then she stops in the tracks, and then she goes back. You know, so or maybe there's a loose dog or something, and you will say, Diana, come, and your dog, she comes to you, and then recall training can't be 100% guaranteed because whatever, I mean, there could be a squirrel that's going to be going to get your dog's attention more than your come or your hear. So if you ever get to that level of training, I would say once your dog knows a good recall after you trained it in several different places, then you maybe consider an e-collar to help the obedience part. But recall training should be so simple and easy. So one of the things I would do first with e-collar training is picking a word that you're going to use and stick with that word. So I a lot of times don't really like to say come because it's an everyday word that a lot of people use. I mean, so is here, but you can make whatever word you want to use. We're going to say here for this instance. Okay, so here is going to mean for Diana, come to me. Okay, and a couple of examples of how not to train is say you're working on a command that I'm showing you right now, and maybe you're in your backyard and you say, Dan, here. And maybe she looks at you, but she looks back down because maybe whatever's in the grass is more entertaining than you are. So don't continue saying, Dan, here. Her not listening to you, she's blowing you off. So stop using that word and figure out another way to get her to you. The thing is, if we keep using that word to get her over here and she's not responding to it, then she's learning to desensitize them, or that word becomes desensitized. No longer has value in that word. So if I say here, Dana, she's not coming here, okay, let me get her another way. So I may clap my hands really loud, I may turn in a circle, I may run the other way, become exciting enough so that she comes to me. Okay, that level of engagement in the first week or two has to be high depending on your dog, because you need your dog to want to come to you, and sometimes our excitement level has to. She smells the treats. We're about to get the treats. Okay. And also, when you're doing recall training, so if you're training recall training, I suggest starting off in your home, then in your backyard, and then working your way out. So always remember the level of treats. So if you're gonna work in your backyard, don't start off using the highest value treat. Start off with kibble and then go from there. You want to save those high value treats for high value moments. So if you use shredded chicken, maybe at your home, and then you expect her to work for it out in an event or a park, good luck. Because they know, a lot of dogs are smart enough to know I'm going to get that at home. Why do I work for it if I know I can get it at home? So remember to save those high value treats, high value rewards for those high value moments. And we'll go from there. So we're gonna go ahead and start now. She's excited. I let her run around a little bit. So I'm gonna grab the treats and she's gonna be on me now. And this is fine. This is part of recall training. So we'll go back under the shade. So we're gonna use here, okay? Down here, yes, reward. Okay, down here, yes, reward. Down here, yes. Okay, break. So you hear me saying the word yes. Yes is a condition marker word that you have to condition. So yes is like a clicker. When they hear the click or they hear the word yes, they know what they did in that instant was good and a treat is gonna follow, a reward. In this case, it's gonna be a treat. So yes equals a treat, okay? Down here, yes, good girl. Down here, yes, good. Down here, yes, good. So I'm praising her, break. I'm praising her. I'm saying yes as she's coming to me. Okay, not when she stops. I'm rewarding her for the forward movement. That's what she's getting rewarded for. It's her making the forward movement to me. Down here, yes, treat, okay? Down here, yes, good girl, Dana. Make it exciting every now and then, okay? Good girl, yes. This is what engagement training is. This is your dog. You want your dog to want to come to you, okay? Dana here, yes, good girl. Dana here, yes. Okay, walk around a little bit. Let her chew that food. Dana here, yes, good girl, Dana, good girl. Dana here, yes. Uh-oh, good girl. Break. I'll give her a little break. Okay, so we moved out of the tents to right outside where a lot of times we lose Diana's attention because there's so much going on. We've got a lot of barking dogs over there. There's a lot going on. You can tell she's really not engaged with me. So remember, you have to make a dog come to you excited. So if you were to practice this in your home, anytime you're on the couch and your dog forgets about you, say here, and then your dog comes to reward, okay? The thing is, make it excited, make your dog want to come to you. That's why I say it's easy to train, and we use these simple words like yes and here to build that clear communication of what we're asking for. That's where our dogs know what we're asking for, and there's no miscommunication between me and my dog. So again, we have her on a long line, because I want her to kind of forget about me. Then you're gonna see me how I get her back. So I'll give her it's about 8 feet of slack maybe. So we'll see what she does and see how easy it is right now. Down here, yes, good girl, So I dropped the treat. Try not to drop treats, y'all. Down here, yes, good girl. A little more slack, she's doing good. Down here, yes, good. So I'm gonna kind of forget about her. I'm gonna see if she wanders off. Okay, I wanna see. I'm just gonna let her go. Give her a little more slack. But again, while we're talking, I'm just gonna go over a few things. One of the things we can do, a lot of the mistakes most people make is, say we go to a dog park with our dog, okay? And then after about 30 minutes, we say, Jimmy, over here, you know? And maybe little Jimmy comes, and then you put the leash on Jimmy, and then you and you and your dog leave the dog park, okay? Then the next day you come and bring little Jimmy to the dog park. And after 30 minutes you say, Jimmy, come on. Jimmy knows that last time he came to you, you ended the fun by putting a leash on him, and then y'all ended. So now he learns that when I come to you, you're gonna end my fun. So instead, what I would suggest do, and this you can practice this in your backyard first, or at a park on a long leash like this, is in your backyard, say you're loose in the backyard, then every 5 minutes, ask Jimmy to come to your backyard, praise him, reward him, treat him, then let him go back and have fun. And then maybe after the 6th or 7th time, Jimmy comes, reward him, put the leash, now it's time to go inside. So at least now he knows that the good is being outweighed by the, how am I saying this?
Coming to you is the biggest reward.
Coming to you often is getting a bigger reward. No matter what, you're going to get a reward coming out of me. But I'm not going to automatically just put you up every time I say. The dogs learn. Or a lot of us sometimes we get frustrated because the dog's not coming. Maybe we're trying to leave the house. We're trying to get out of there. We want our dog to potty outside. Now we're trying to, hey, Jimmy, come inside. Jimmy, come. When a voice starts to get frustrated, and a dog feels that frustration. So they're not going to want to come to you because they feel that, why would I want to go inside? And they can feel the tone in your voice. Again, dogs are masters at body language. Okay, so now she kind of forgot about me. Dana, here. Yes, good girl. Good girl, Dana. Good job. So I kind of dropped the leash, but I have a lot of slack. Dana, here. Yes, good girl, Dana. Good girl. Dana, here. So she's not coming. Dana, here. So I gave her a little gentle reminder. Hey, come over here. Okay, that's why these long leashes are so incredible, y'all. I have no leash on her right now. I don't have my hand on the leash. She's dragging it. Dana, here. Yes, good girl. Now I'm going to jackpot her for that. Okay, don't forget about the jackpot. The jackpot is important. That's how I want to end the session. Let her know that her last come was very, very good. And then maybe later on today we'll do it again. And over time, she's going to learn that what that recall means, that word means. She got it good. This is basically how you do recall training, okay? Stick with the word. I'm using the word here for her. Stick with that word. Be consistent and reward her on those yeses. Dana, here. Dana, here. Yes, good girl. Good job. Another jackpot. Okay, you saw I got down low. I wanted her to come break. I wanted to become very inviting for her, very friendly to her. And when I'm out like that, she's gonna more likely to come to me when I'm getting down sometimes. Sometimes your dog's not gonna wanna come, so you have to make yourself look really silly for your dog, okay? But yeah, this is recall training. Any questions, contact me or anyone else on the training team, and we will do our best to help you.